Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's talk a little bit today about bringing the masculinity back to a gym, all right? So, if you do a workout like I do where it is 45 minutes, 1 day a week, where you are going to absolute muscular failure on all your sets, you are going to want to start to act a little bit like an animal. And very soon after I start, I am sweating profusely because your body simply has to keep up with the effort that you're giving in a high intensity workout program. So you need to be grunting and groaning and sweating like an animal. This is not a library, all right? So quit thinking about what the grandma or the hot girl is gonna think, okay? They're gonna jump in with you on this stuff. It's time to be a leader in these types of situations. So I'll give you an example. One time I was next to this gal who was, I definitely heard an audible grunt on her last rep of her set, and I said, "Hey, that was a sick grunt." And then she goes, "I know, I have to do it or else I can't get the rep out, you know?" And I was like, "Hey, I feel you. If you don't, then your blood's gonna go psst, and just squirt out the side, holding all of it in." So I was like, "Well, watch this." So I get doing my set and I just give it my all, because every time I go into a set right before, I pump my music up. I basically get I get this invisible gun to my head, and I know for a fact that I am going to get one more rep in than I did last week on that particular set. So we need to start setting the tone here and making the most of what the gym is for. All right. You know, one of the comments that I would see people saying on like a negative, as a negative for like why going so infrequently as I do to the gym would be, is that you're just not gonna make friends because you're there so infrequently. That couldn't be further from the truth, man. You can make a lot more friends in a lot less time if you're smart about these things. So for instance, I'll give you a couple examples. There was one guy way bigger than me, because I go to a crazy gym where people are actually big. It's like a bodybuilding gym, and I'm not that big. I'm only 6 feet tall and 175 pounds now. And basically, what's crazy about it is I'll just say like, "Hey man," I'll just grab my phone and show him and be like, "Hey, this song, dude, this is the best workout song, man. You got to get on that one." And then he'll be like, "All right, okay." And then he'll pass me one later. "Okay, cool. Now I'm in. Easy. Get to say hey to the guy next time." Boom. "Okay, here's another good one. Smoking hot girl at the gym. Tight everything. Amazing body. All right." So you basically, the best one of the best ones I've heard, and that works like a charm. You just go, "Hey, don't you know? Purple doesn't help you lift better. It's actually blue this week. That's how you get the strongest." And then she goes, "Ah, shoot, I don't own any blue." Well, and then later she comes up to me, "Hey, I needed an excuse to buy new clothes." Guys, it's not that hard. So you just make little fun things, nothing crazy, but getting that energy in the gym where it's most important. Because look, the truth of the matter is, when you do a high intensity workout program, you are in and out, you are there for a goal, and you don't care what other people think, because, oh, you're just sitting dwiddling around and on your phone and da, da, da. You know, I see some of these guys barely even breaking a sweat, man. I mean, okay, fine. If you want to be in there 10 years to make any progress, fine by me. I don't care. But I'm not going to do that for myself. And the same is true if you want to, let's say, improve other aspects, right? So like that social thing, right? So bringing the masculinity back, you want to have that good energy. I have to rest 3 minutes in between a set anyway, because when you do high intensity, you cannot just go set to set to set to set and do your output the same. You have to let your body in that short window of time recover enough ATP to give your cells the energy to use the force. Okay, so they have to like regenerate a little bit. So that's just a tip for you. I know this one's going to be a little bit short, but I want to keep it kind of real with you guys, in that it is about the energy that you give. You know, it's not about taking, right? So time to turn these places from the library to the gym and start acting like an animal and like you mean business when you're there. It doesn't matter how long you're there, you know. You don't have to be like the dang face of the place because you got a cot in the corner, and that's where you sleep and that's where you dwell, okay? You need to be showing people like, hey, this guy gets business done, right? So we're talking in your work ethic, we're talking about just for your life in general. So hope that helped.